when you get your real estate license, you don't just have to be a realtor. In fact, if you like, you could try out different things aside from a real estate career. For example, once you get your real estate license, of course, most people do get into the real estate field and become a real estate agent, which is typically what people do when they're pursuing that type of career. They get into the world of real estate, make money, get their commissions, and all that good stuff. Changes your life, of course, when you make all that good money. Another job you could do with that real estate license is commercial real estate sales. Are you kidding me? Commercial real estate sales? I've seen some commercial real estate agents who only do commercial real estate sales. All they do is commercial real estate sales. What does that mean? They will not sell a house. They only deal with commercial property like huge apartment buildings or mini marts, strip malls, selling hospitals, big items. And of course, those commissions are much larger. Now, mind you, they're far and few between, but when you hit, boy, it's like hitting the jackpot. It's huge. So if you have a real estate license, you don't just have to go into residential sales. You can also be somebody who's involved in the commercial real estate side of things. Something else you could do, which is pretty interesting, is you could be a real estate appraisal. How many of you ever thought about that? To be a real estate appraisal, the benefits of that are pretty cool. You don't have to sit in an office all day long. And a lot of people don't like to sit in an office all day long. If you're a real estate appraiser, you can be out in the world, you can be outdoors, out seeing different homes every day, maybe 3, 4, 5 different homes every day. You're out in your car driving, you're outdoors, it's beautiful. And what you're doing is you're going to these properties and you're giving your unbiased, neutral opinion on the price value of these homes. That's pretty cool. You have the ability to give your solid opinion on the value of a home. That, to me, my friends, is pretty doggone attractive. And of course, you make a good living off of it too. So something else you could do with that real estate license is you can become a property manager. Now, I don't know how many of you have heard of a career in property management, but it can be a bit hectic because when it comes to property management, who are you managing? Of course, you're managing tenants. And sometimes these tenants can be a little abrasive, especially when it comes to rent time. And being a property manager, you have to collect rent, of course, pay bills for the apartment complex, make sure everything's secure, make sure everything is safe. Is there a lot of responsibility? Absolutely. Is there a lot of pay? I don't know. I guess it depends. But there are some brokerages. That do offer a division in property management. So if you wanted to work in that division under the brokerage for that property management department, you can if you have that license. I used to work for a company, a real estate company, years ago. And they were so large that they did have a property management. Let's assume this room here would be the division of the property management. People off the street would come in who would want the services for property management. They would come in and say, can you please provide management for my house or for my apartment complex or whatnot. And of course, the brokerage would then be responsible for collecting rents, making sure these properties were well maintained and so forth. Of course, I would be able to do that because I would have a real estate license. So let's review on that. Real estate license, what can you do with them? You can be a realtor / real estate agent. Make good commissions. It's all based on your activity, based on your effort. Number 2, you can be a commercial real estate agent. And of course, the commission is rather handsome. The third one would be, of course, appraiser. If you want to be an appraiser, you're out in the outdoors, make pretty good money. Typically, you work for a bank or an appraisal company. Another pretty neat one that you could do with a real estate license is property management. Would I want to do property management? Absolutely not. I'll be honest with you. I'll never do it. To be responsible for a variety of units ain't going to happen with me. But it's a possibility if you're interested in that kind of stuff.